afternoon, man. What's happening? Long day. Just got off work, man. Fuck. Stressful as fuck, man. But it's good though. It's good. I'm built for that shit, man. So it's all love though. It's all good, man. You know what I'm talking about? Shit, I'm back to talk about this finals, bro. You know what I'm saying? Talk about this finals. The keys to the finals, the keys to these games are, even though the games are going to play out the way they play out for whatever reason, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers is going to do uncharacteristic shit for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? They're going to play sloppy, turn the ball over, make dumb substitutions. You know what I'm saying? Don't play no motherfucking D, lose track of their man. You get what I'm saying? Shoot ill-advised, bad timely shots. You feel me? Not play within the structure of the offense. All of that shit is going to happen. But for me, what I think the keys for the Warriors are moving forward after game one, knowing what you know what I'm saying? Because this isn't the regular season. You played them twice or three times or whatever in the regular season. You feel me? It was a different roster. No Clay. You know what I'm saying? I think Steph might have been injured one of them games. Draymond probably sat out one of the games and vice versa on the other side. So it was Josh Richardson in for fucking Derek White. So it's a lot of different changes. But that doesn't exclude the fact that these players know each other's tendencies, each other's, you know what I'm saying, weak spots, each other's vulnerabilities, each other's strongest points. You feel me? So that doesn't exclude the fact that these players have been in the league a plethora of years, multiple years. They've seen them on different teams. They've seen them in different systems. They know exactly what, you know what I'm saying, what they want to do. They know how they want to play. They know where they're comfortable at, where they're not so comfortable at. So it shouldn't be no motherfucking super scientific, crazy-ass adjustments that need to be made. At this point, it's pure effort and basketball IQ. You get what I'm saying? We know that Marcus Smart is going to play hard, right? He's going to play passing lanes. He's going to be physical. He's going to be aggressive. So guess what? You know what you do with him? You know what you do with great defenders like that? You take them out of the play by using the pick and roll. See, because once you use the pick and roll, bam, now you hit them, right? Now a lot of the times they're trailing or on your hip. They're at your disposal now. The offensive player always has the advantage, right? So when you have a great defender, you have to run them through a lot of action. You know what I'm saying? Tire them out. Set solid screens on them to where you're actually hitting the body, not screening an area. You know, a lot of players like to run to a spot. They do that motherfucking dummy screen, and then they either roll or they pop. I'm talking about actually hit them, forearm in the chest, you know what I'm saying? Or some part of their body to make them feel the screen. You have to make them feel the screen. You feel what I'm saying? So you take him out of the play. That's how you attack him, right? And then when you have a bigger guard, like if he's switched out onto a Looney, a Draymond Green, a motherfucking Iguodala, a Klay Thompson, you post his little ass up and turn and shoot over him. Period, point blank. One little dip of your shoulder, boom, step back, one legger, or boom, turn around, left shoulder, right shoulder. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta put that forearm, you gotta put that shoulder, it gotta be it has to be real subtle. You know what I'm saying? It has to be real discreet. You got to put that shoulder into his chest just to create enough space to keep that defender off balance. See, once that defender gets off balance just a little bit, you only need just that little bit of time, you know what I'm saying, to get into your shooting motion. You feel me? To get your shot off or get a clean look. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a smaller guard. You feel me? And I would do the same with Steph Curry on the other end when he's playing defense. And all of these smaller guards. See, that's one thing that people don't understand is having an IQ for the game. You don't need to shake, dribble, step back. It's easy. Okay, I'm going to get to a certain spot. Just watch how Jimmy Butler gets to his spots. Watch how Jimmy Butler gets to his spot. Watch how Kobe gets to their spot. Watch how motherfucking LeBron, you can say LeBron too, Giannis, motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, Jordan. Watch how these certain players get to their spot with less dribbles. You feel what I'm saying? It's not always about trying to shake a motherfucker. You just need to get a motherfucker off balance or make one move, especially if you're quicker than the opposition. Now, for the guards that's quicker than the opposition and you get a big man switched out on you, you know what I'm saying? Now you have to just use your first step. See, one move and go. You don't need to do a dribble. It's one hesitation, one motherfucking in and out crossover, and go. Period. You know what I'm saying? Now, once you get downhill and they're trailing you on your hip, now you can do a little, now you can kind of like lean back into them just a little bit. It has to be subtle and very discreet. But you gotta, it's just little nuances of the game that you use in order to create space. I'm not talking about all the flopping and shit. I'm just talking about little nuances to create shooting space. That's it. See, if the Warriors really wanted to, they can pound the motherfucking Celtics inside. And you know what? Even though the Celtics have size in the front court and paint protection, that doesn't matter. You can still attack the paint. You get what I'm saying? Because guess what? Once you get into the paint, everything down there, every little shot fake, those bigs are gonna bite on every shot fake. If they're really disciplined, they're gonna stay down. Which a big man is taught to do is not leave your feet, because you're already, you know what I'm saying, taller than the opposition. You're already long. All you gotta do is stand there and just put that 7 feet wingspan up, put them hands straight up, you know what I'm saying, and deter any kind of motherfucking shot creation in that paint. But a lot of big men now, they're not really mindful of that. A lot of people like to leave their feet on a pump fake. That's why you see players like DeMar DeRozan and motherfucking Kobe and other players use that pump fake to perfection. You know what I'm saying? Because if they don't bite on that second one, that third one, and maybe that fourth one, a motherfucker definitely gonna bite. You feel what I'm saying? But once you get them up in the air, now you can either jump into them to draw contact. I know they took that rule out of it, but a lot of times when a big man is jumping, he's jumping forward and not straight up. You feel what I'm saying? So it's a difference between coming and leaving your feet, attacking the big man and they're jumping, as opposed to coming to a jump stop or a stride stop, pump faking. Now that defender is going to jump towards that player that's stationary. You feel what I'm saying? Now you can lean in just a little bit, you know what I'm saying, to draw that contact and hopefully get the call. You feel what I'm saying? And if not, you can put up a shot and then it'll be a weak side rebounder that comes in and crash the board. You feel me? But it's just little shit like that. You have to have an understanding on how to attack these motherfuckers. Al Horford, slow feet. And when you run your pick and roll, you do not want to run that pick and roll near that three-point line. Because now you give yourself and you shrink the court. And these motherfuckers are already 1 foot, one big-ass step, and they already into the paint. Or, you know what I'm saying, into that wing area to contest shots and play two people at one time. You want to start all of your action. You want to space and spread the court out. And I'm talking about be as wide as possible. Because now you give yourself more space. So now if Draymond and Curry was to run that high pick and roll a little bit further out, like 3 to 4 feet beyond the three-point line, what that does, now Horford and Robert Williams have more ground to cover now. You feel what I'm saying? And they don't have lateral quickness. You feel me? They don't have the lateral quickness to keep up with some of these smaller and quicker guards who has a tremendous handle. You feel what I'm saying? So you have to start your action out wide. So once they start that action out wide, then you can, you know what I'm saying? Now you got room to operate. So now the bigs have to pick their poison. Are they going to press up? Because if they press up, you know they have slow feet. I just mentioned that they're not that fast laterally on the movement, right? So now you can one move and just explode and go right by them. Now they're eliminated. Once you get by that big is out of the paint. He's down there 2-3 feet beyond the three-point line. Now he's chasing. Now that breaks the defense down because now they're like, oh shit, those wing player. Now the helper has to help the help. You know what I'm saying? So the help needs to help the helper. You get what I'm saying? So now you force those players to sag in and leave their man on the wings. Those are wide open catch and shoot jump shots. You feel what I'm saying? Now, let's just say the big decides to, you know what, I'm going to give him a little bit of cushion. You know these shooters these days only need a little bit of room to get their shots off. And if Steph Curry is coming out that high, he has the range, unlimited range, to where he can pop that motherfucker all day. And we seen them do that in that first half, which created a lot of wide open jump shots for him and Clay. It's hard to chase motherfuckers around screens all day, every day, if that's not how you practice. If they're not in condition and in shape to do so. See, a lot of these players don't want to play defense. You feel me? And if you're not communicating on the back end, if there's no communication, you're stuck. You don't know what's going on. You don't know who's coming up. You don't know who's sending screen. You don't know who's diving. You don't know who's flaring. You don't know who's popping. You get what I'm saying? You don't know who's slashing if you don't have communication. And we've seen a lot of mix-up in Boston's defense last night. You know what I'm saying? With the things that I just mentioned. You feel me? And I don't see that changing. You know what I'm saying? I don't see that changing because I believe that the Warriors can still run their action, and they can even run even more action and get even more ball movement. But the thing that I think that the Warriors need to do, they cannot walk the ball up the court. They have to get that motherfucker over that line. They got to sprint that motherfucker in the front court and then run your sets. Now you give yourself at least 2 to 3 more seconds, 2.5 to 3 more seconds, you know what I'm saying, of fluid ball movement and body movement. And we know the hardest thing to do is play defense for a whole 24-second shot clock. By the time you get it across half court, it's really like 16, 17 seconds left. I feel that the Warriors have to push that ball up earlier. Get that motherfucker over the half court, you know what I'm saying, in about a good 2 to 3 seconds. Make or miss. And that's on a make or miss. Push that motherfucker. Because you know what? You might have early offense. See, when you put pressure on the defense by just pushing that motherfucking ball and getting it across half court, now the defense is like, oh, fuck, what they about to do? You feel what I'm saying? Now they got to make a decision. Now their rotations might be out of whack. Now they got to switch everything. You feel what I'm saying? So you need to be mindful of when you get that ball over the shot clock. Because if you get that motherfucker over the thing about with motherfucking 16, 15, 14 seconds, now it's like you have to rush your offense. And now you're, you know what I'm saying, you're rushed into taking bad shots. You're rushed into maybe 2 motherfucking passes instead of 4 or 5 passes. You feel what I'm saying? Now you're not making the defense work as much. So it's very imperative that the Warriors start their sets out wide, space the floor, and then push the ball, you know what I'm saying, and get it over that half court and get into your sets earlier. You get what I'm saying? Because you might be able to have a mismatch. You might have Al Horford guarding Curry at the top of the key. And you might not need no motherfucking pick and roll. You feel what I'm saying? You might be able to just one or two moves, get right by that man, and then break the defense down that way. You feel what I'm saying? So that's very important. You get what I'm saying? And then for Draymond Green, I think that Draymond Green needs to post his matchup up. Draymond Green he's capable. He's not an elite scorer, but Draymond Green is a professional. He's in the NBA for a reason, not just based off of his defense and his ability to pass the ball. He can score that basketball. You better go watch him at Michigan State. You better watch his earlier years, you know what I'm saying, with the Warriors. Draymond Green can score the basketball. You know what I'm saying? He changed his game up because they wanted him to play a different role, in which he rebelled against. You know what I'm saying? In which he was defiant at first against just only sticking to what his role is now. Draymond Green can hit a baby motherfucking 15-foot jump shot. He can hit a floater. We've seen him drive to the rack numerous of times and get to the rim with dunks and layups. So it's not like he's not capable. He can put pressure on the rim. Period, point blank. He can put pressure on the rim. You know what I'm saying? So Draymond is very capable. Did he play like trash? Yes, he admitted he played like trash. But I believe in Draymond. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to call motherfuckers out when they play bad. Klay Thompson take the ball. See, Klay Thompson, we've seen him score 37 points in a quarter with only like how many dribbles did he take? Maybe 6, 7, 4 dribbles. We need that Klay. See, Klay is coming off 2 major lower leg injuries. Some of these injuries are career ending to some players. It doesn't make sense to try to make Klay Thompson to take a motherfucker off the dribble. That's not who he's been his whole career. Is he capable? Yes. Is that his strong point? No. I say Klay Thompson is the same version of Reggie Miller. Can Reggie Miller take a motherfucker off the dribble? Yes. Was he comfortable or did he rely on that for his whole career? No. He loved coming off of pin downs and screens, stagger screens, getting that catch and shoot. You know what I'm saying? When Mark Jackson and Travis Best and those guards like that would break down defenses and Reggie Miller would be open off of that back stagger screen, wide open, coming off of that down screen or double stagger, he was wide open. So Klay Thompson needs to be utilized, you know what I'm saying, more where he doesn't have to dribble to create shots. See, now what that does, it energizes Klay Thompson on the defense. See, if Klay Thompson just come off and pull up, now he has fresher legs to play defense on the other end. But if you're using Klay Thompson to try to break a motherfucker down on like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 dribbles, what that does is tire him out. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to playing defense on the other end. And now his shots are short. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have the legs and the lift for those same type of jump shots. You feel me? It's all on KYP. Know your personnel. You have to know what each player does well and where their strong points are. You feel what I'm saying? That's very, very important. See, you can't use Klay Thompson like that. And then even for Steph Curry, he can be more impactful and effective to where them jump shots later in the game, he's not tired. He's not pressing to try to knock him down because he's dribbling too much. Get to your go-to move, boom, boom. Make a move, quick move, bop, go. You got to be decisive. You can't sit there and play with the ball because, one, the defense is not working. They're just sitting there watching you. 2, you're tiring yourself out. So now those step back long ass jumpers are going to be short because you have no legs. You get what I'm saying? 3, you're not getting no movement on offense. There's no body movement, ball movement when you're dribble. You feel me? So it's very, very key that move is quick and decisive. And then you just take what the defense is giving up. If the defense is giving up a shot, shoot it. If the defense is pressing up on you, drive it. These motherfuckers are highly skilled enough to know how to get leverage and get downhill and create space to either free up a jump shot or get to the lane, and, you know what I'm saying, and try to create contact and get to the free throw line. Or shoot little floaters and shit like that. These players are highly skilled, bro. Highly skilled. It would help if we had a big like Al Horford who can pick and pop. See, they know Looney is not a threat on the pick and pop, so they can sag off of him and kind of play that zone. Like a little weird little zone, like a matchup zone, sort of kind of similar. You feel what I'm saying? Because Looney can't stretch the floor. That's why if we had Wiseman or somebody like an Enes Kanter or somebody that can pick and pop and knock down that 15 and 16 foot jump shot, now you have to force those, now you're bringing those bigs out of that paint. They can't sag. Now, pump fake. See, once you start hitting a couple, boom, pump fake. Once you pump fake, they gonna fly out because now they're like, damn, he about to knock that shit down. Let me fly at him. You feel me? Now he can get to the cup. And that's why I feel Draymond Green needs to be effective on that mid-range shot. You feel me? If he knocks a couple of those down or a couple of threes down, it's going to make the defense and make Coach Ime Udoka have to adjust. Period, point blank. Because they're like, well, we ain't want to get him down. If he going to be knocking him down, Just like we seen Derek White, he was wide open, so he started knocking him down. Al Horford, wide open, he started knocking him down. They wasn't even second guessing on the closeout. They would just shoot that motherfucker. Even though they was closing out hard, they was knocking them motherfuckers down because you know why? They got in the rhythm early. They got in the rhythm early. They seen a few go down. You know what I'm saying? Now you in a rhythm. Now that motherfucker look like the ocean. You throwing a rock in the ocean in that motherfucker. You feel me? Period. And that's what the Warriors have to do. The Warriors players have to do the same thing. You gotta be a threat on all three levels. Driving, free throw line, outside. You have to be a threat on all three levels. You feel me? And Wiggins, in my opinion, can get anything that he wants to. He can post those little ass guards up. He might not have the advantage when Jason Tatum is guarding him, but I can rest assure you, any other player outside of Jason Tatum, Wiggins has the advantage. Period, point blank. But Wiggins just gotta have a mindset. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying all of these things, but if you don't have the confidence to execute them, then shit, it's a wrap for you. It's a done dollars. You get what I'm saying? It's a done dollars. And then on defense for the Warriors, all them motherfuckers gotta really do is just press up on them motherfuckers. You feel what I'm saying? See, once you get all them motherfuckers in a rhythm and shit, and they got a nice little rhythm and they see a few shots going down, now they have confidence to shoot and to do moves that they normally wouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? If they didn't have that same type of confidence by seeing those shots go down early. You get what I'm saying? So you have to make it uncomfortable for motherfuckers. You have to kind of bait them into doing shit that they don't want to do early. And you have to be physical with them, like a Marcus Smart. See, they kind of sheltered Mark. See, they pressed up on Marcus Smart and it made him uncomfortable because he's not that fat. He doesn't have an array of moves to throw at you. You feel what I'm saying? Marcus Smart loves to be comfortable either just going downhill using his size and his strength to try to shoot those little floaters and those layups. Or if you give him space, he's going to pull up for a shot. He ain't going to hit you with a hesitation, crossover, this and that. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to be physical with him when he got that handle. Because his handle isn't that strong. See, you got to start testing niggas' handles. See, Jaylen Brown was able to get in a rhythm, you know what I'm saying, throughout the course of the game because they didn't make it uncomfortable for him. See, Jaylen Brown was in his bag. He was doing shit like he normally accustomed to doing. If you physical with them motherfuckers, now they become turnover prone. Now they start like, fuck, he physical with me? Now they're going to be like in their mind, if he's playing physical with me, I got to get that physicality back to him. Now that's going to force them to do shit out of their comfort zone. Now you're forcing turnovers. You're forcing the ball to be dribbled off his leg out of bounds. You're forcing him to dribble with his head down, and now a weak side defender can come over there, you know what I'm saying, on a blind side, boop, boop, and get a steal or get a deflection. Now you're forcing him to make jump passes while he turn around in the air and he throw it cross court. Now you got a man playing safety. Boop, now you can break on that pass. You feel what I'm saying? You have to be physical with these guys, bro. You can't allow these guys to impose their will on the game. You have to impose your will on the game on both ends of the ball. It's a way you can be physical on both ends of the ball. You can be physical on offense. I alluded to earlier, setting solid screens. Giving motherfuckers little shoulders into their chests. You feel me? Banging with them. You feel me? So these are things that the Warriors need to do. You feel what I'm saying? Because Boston, outside of that, Boston likes to dribble penetration, move the ball. See, Boston is good at breaking their man down, getting into the paint, and then throwing it to their wings for threes. See, Boston's game is similar to the Warriors. You know, Popovich and Ime Udoka came from the same system as Steve Kerr and Ime Udoka came from the same system over in San Antonio. They played together. You feel what I'm saying? So they come from the same system. Ball movement, body movement. Share the ball. Share the ball. Next pass creates the next pass, which creates the shot. It's the hockey assist. Your pass might not lead to the shot, but your pass might lead to the pass that leads to the shot. You feel what I'm saying? So a motherfucker need to understand this shit, bro. So it's really like a battle. It's all on the personnel. It's all on basketball IQ. It's all on discipline and execution. You know what I'm saying? Because both teams are pretty much even, except for both teams are pretty much even except for Robert Williams and Al Horford. That's the mismatch, in my opinion, in the series. You know what I'm saying? As far as their length, their height, their ability to roll to the rim and play above the rim, and then the ability for Al Horford to stretch the floor. That's where the mismatch is, because everything else is interchangeable. Everything else is pretty much solid on all fronts. The Marcus Smart is the mini version of Draymond Green, both defensive player of the years. You feel me? Then you got Curry superstar, Tatum superstar. Then you got, you know what I'm saying, two good Robins to those Batmans and Jaylen Brown and motherfucking Steph. And then you got motherfucking Derek White. And I feel that Derek White, you know what I'm saying, played a great game. But I feel that motherfucking Wiggins is better than Derek White. He's longer. He has a better handle. He's more athletic. You feel what I'm saying? But Derek White is just playing with a lot of confidence. You feel me? And all those years playing with what's the name? So you have to look at it like that. You feel what I'm saying? You have to look at it like that. So those are my keys, man. Just those little things. The Warriors can do, you know what I'm saying? They don't have to change up too much of what they did in the first game. Neither team. You know why? Because this was all about making and missing shots. Like, this game was all about making and missing shots. Both teams had some careless-ass turnovers, you know what I'm saying, that was forced by ball pressure and ball denial. And then both teams had some careless turnovers where they were just trying to do a little bit too much. And they got up in the air, or they might have over-penetrated, and they jumped to pass, and they threw a turnover. You feel what I'm saying? But this series is evenly matched. It's just like, what team really wants it more? In that first game, Boston wanted it more, and they imposed, you know what I'm saying, their physicality, and they imposed their will in that to start that fourth quarter. You feel what I'm saying? So if these teams don't really close quarters well, then that's going to dictate who's going to win the game. Can you close, you know what I'm saying, the second and the fourth quarters? Can you close those quarters well? And we seen that Boston closed the second and the fourth. I don't care about the third quarter. As you can see, the Warriors had an outstanding third quarter and first quarter. Those aren't the winning quarters, in my opinion. You have a lot of basketball still left. But going into halftime, being down 15 as opposed to being up 2, which the motherfucking Boston Celtics was. So you see how that changed the trajectory of the motherfucking game? See, they closed that second quarter on a run, which allowed them to have a 2-point lead at halftime. You feel me? They closed that quarter. And then, so they were up 2. They could essentially been down motherfucking 7, 8, 10. Now it's an uphill battle. Now the Warriors coming on that third quarter, and you built a 15-point lead. If you was up at halftime by motherfucking 7, 8, you add that 7 and 8 onto that 15, you down 23. You know what I'm saying? You might hit a bucket here and there, you know what I'm saying, towards the end of the third quarter. Let's just say now you're down 18. You're down 16. Now, instead of being down 10, 12, being down 16, 17 to 20, now that's a steeper hill that you have to climb. You feel what I'm saying? That's a steeper hill that you have to climb. You feel what I'm saying? Because guess what? One bucket from 12, a three-pointer, it's a single-digit game. If it's 16 and you hit a 3, guess what? You're still up 13. They're like, damn, we got to hit 2 more buckets to get it up under 10. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I say closing out the second quarter and closing out the fourth quarter is winning. That's where it really counts. And Boston did both of those things. They closed out the second quarter, which gave them a 2-point lead at halftime. And then they closed out the fourth quarter, which ultimately sealed the Warriors' fate. Period. So you have to understand how this shit work, bro. These motherfuckers don't really be understanding basketball. They just be out there playing. They not thinking though. You know what I'm saying? They not thinking. They're not thinking time, situation. You feel what I'm saying? This is not the regular season. Everything is more detailed. Everything is broken down to its smallest point. You feel what I'm saying? You can't just be out there just playing and just going through the motions. This is not the first round. This is not the semi-motherfucking conference finals. And this is not the conference finals. This is the NBA finals. Everything has to be a little bit more crisp. Everything has to be a little bit more detailed. Everything has to be a little bit more precise in your execution on both ends of the floor. Period. Ball you defensive man. Time, score, situation. Period. You have to know that stuff in the back of your mind. You have to know these things in the back of your mind, bro. That's what I say. If these niggas need help, if these motherfuckers need help, I can get them the blueprint on how this shit work. Nigga, I'll break this shit down. Niggas don't look at this shit how I look at it. Niggas don't break this shit down how I break it down, nigga. Because I'm a motherfucking basketball savant, bro. Period, nigga. That's what I do. I study this shit. It's not just about coming on YouTube talking shit, nigga. You have to put motherfuckers in certain situations to be successful. You can't just throw them out there and say, figure it out. That's not how it works, nigga. Jordan Poole. They thought Jordan Poole can just come out. Oh, this is the NBA Finals. He got game like Steph Curry. No, nigga. Everything needs to be done. You can't just sit there and play with the ball and dribble. It's a different series. You don't have time to be doing all of that shit, bro. You have to execute. Get to your spot. Get to your move. Boom. Counter move. And that's it. You don't have time to go to your third, fourth, fifth, and sixth move, bro. Period. Everything needs to be a little bit more precise, like I just mentioned. Jordan Poole, if they're hand down and man down, if you got a little bit of room, boop, take it. If he's pressing up on you, hesitation. Use your body. Boop, step back. Simple. Get all the way to the rim. Create that next pass. Or floater. Boop. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't have time to be playing with the ball, and we've seen him do that. The inexperience showed yesterday in Jordan Poole. He was playing with the ball too much. You know what I'm saying? He had a couple turnovers. You feel me? That was costly because that led to baskets on the other end. Points off of turnovers is going to be huge. Who's going to be able to get back in transition? It's hard when you got both teams that got slashers, you know what I'm saying? People who attack the rim and then shooters. It's going to be hard to really stop, you know what I'm saying, these teams in transition. That's why protecting the ball is very essential and valuable to this series. So those are just, and then Steve Kerr can change and switch up his lineups. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Iguodala is the perfect guy to play in this series because Iguodala's been out so long. Even though he does have chemistry with the core guys on the squad, but still, you know what I'm saying? For him to be impactful on both ends of the floor. See, Iguodala gave us 12 points or 10 points or whatever he had, but guess what? He had some turnovers. Guess what? He didn't play great defense like we're known to Iguodala or accustomed to Iguodala playing. He didn't play great defense, so he really hurt your team. Was he impactful? See, those points meant nothing if you're going to give up. You scored 12 points, but you're giving up essentially 15. So now the plus or minus, that's a -3, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Come on, man. E-Leezy can be effective in this series because now Robert Williams and what's the name? He's a threat to shoot from the outside, and he has nice point guard skills. He's slow as fuck. You know what I'm saying? His defense is compromised, but he still, you know what I'm saying, can do certain things on the floor, which is going to force your defense to make certain decisions. You know what I'm saying? It's going to open up certain things. So think about that. Kuminga, slasher, attacks that rim with aggression. He can be utilized. He can be that guy diving to the rim. Once that penetration come in, now the big's got to step up. Now that's an alley-oop. Kuminga going to put you on the rim. Kuminga can post up those smaller guards. Get to the free throw line. You feel me? But they have to teach Kuminga. It's not, you don't have to do so many moves. Just make a couple moves. Get to your spot. Either shoot it, you know what I'm saying, or pass it back out and run your sets over. You know what I'm saying? Go screen. You feel me? Be ready to shoot. Shoot with confidence. See, you have to put motherfuckers in position to be successful. So that's just a little, you know what I'm saying, breakdown. I can keep going on and on. I can break down every motherfucking player. You know what I'm saying? I can break down the pros and cons. I can break down all of this shit. What motherfuckers, were they comfortable, what they like to run. I can break it down for y'all. Period. I don't know everything. I know enough, though, nigga. Period. Point blank. You feel me? But I'm humble. But I'm just saying, though. If they need help with some shit, let me know. Because I have motherfuckers out there balling, nigga. Straight up. But real E-Leezy. You know what I'm saying? Like, share, and subscribe, please. You feel me? That's easy for y'all. I ain't asking for nobody money. You know what I'm saying? I got my own bread. You feel me? So it's all love. Just like, share, subscribe, bro. That's all you got to do. Love, live life, smile, cry, laugh, man. I'll get at y'all later. Let's go, Dubs.